Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Susan and Family TV. So, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great by His grace, and I wish the same for you all out there. So, beautiful people, today we are going to be having a chit chat video. We are going to do this chit chat video together. Only me cannot do it, so you are free to comment below. You are free to add your own opinion. So this life, we are living in a life of lessons of life. So in other of my videos, I made mention of I have a Facebook page called Lessons of Life. So through my Facebook, Victoria Bell, you can request to be a member of my Facebook page, Lessons of Life. So I have so many stories, read stories about me, and read talks, of true life stories. So today topic is going to be only a woman knows the true father of her kids. Some women hearts are so deep, deeper than you can imagine. So I'm doing this video due to what I saw, some videos I saw from three videos from three YouTubers. So they made mention of, what a woman, a married woman, having a child out of wedlock while she's still married. So she got pregnant for another man, and had a child, for another man. So later her husband find out that the child that he has been fathering is not his own child, that the child belongs to the wife brother-in-law. So beautiful people, what do you think? What do you think will lead to a woman that is married, leaving an husband and getting pregnant out of wedlock? As a married woman, normally, like, let me talk about Africa way, because this video I'm talking about is from Nigeria, is what happened to couples in Nigeria. So I don't want to make mention of their names, because not everything you have to say, but it's what I saw I want to talk. So apart from theirs, there are also other family who pass through a lot of stress, a lot of this kind of topic every day, which some they keep it to themselves, they hide it, and some they cannot hide it anymore. They bring it to the social media for people to see and talk about it. So to me, what do you think, beautiful people, will lead a married woman in her husband home, not having, you know, love making with your husband, having love making with another man, and it will result to you having a child out of your wedlock, and you keeping it for the thinking that the man will not find that, until the man later find that. So that is why I said we women, our hearts are deep, and there are women that their hearts are deeper, because sometimes you see that in some homes where a man fathers some kids, it can be that their wife have 4 kids for them, their wife have 3 kids for them. Out of these 3 kids, out of these 4 kids, only the woman knows that not all the kids really belongs to this man, but as a man is the father of the kids to him. He will father all these kids throughout the nursery school, throughout the primary school, throughout the secondary school, throughout the university, not knowing that these kids, not all of them are his own kids. So a deep woman, a woman that has a deep heart, maybe at times goes on, she will have some conscience in her. Maybe when the children are already out of the university, she would love to, she can't bear it anymore. She will say, oh, what is she doing? Seeing the children, the way they love themselves, but to her, she will be feeling the pain that the kids don't know that they are not the same father, they are only the same mother, and their father don't know that it's not the real father of all the kids. So a woman with a deep heart at times goes on with the conscience. Maybe she will call to her husband after the man has, paid the school fees throughout the university. She will call to her husband one day and say, oh, she have a secret. She wants to lay a secret out. And what, will be the secret that the man will hear is that maybe one of the 4 kids or 2 out of the 4 kids are not for him. So what will you want this man to do? He cannot kill himself than for him to move on. So that is for a woman with a deep heart. Then for women with deeper hearts, beautiful people, women with deeper hearts, they can keep the secret even when they know that the four kids or the three kids are not for their husband, and their husband is responsible for everything concerning the kids. This deeper woman with a deeper heart, she will keep the secret thing she will get hold with her husband, and of which thing, she have white hairs on the hair, the husband will not still know that all the kids are not for him. So that is why I made, the topic, only woman knows the true father of her kids. And some women hearts are deep, the first one I explained, and some women hearts are deeper than you can imagine. You see, so now married women, if you are not ready to get married, it's not forced to go into marriage. So going into marriage, like, let me use the traditional way now, apart from Europe, let's not talk about the Europe, the white people. Now let's use the traditional way. In Africa, okay, now you as a married woman, you brought your husband to your family to show your family the respect, for you to put that respect on your family, that, oh, this is my husband, is coming to pay my bride price. You gave your parents and your family the respect. So when, after doing the bride price, paying the bride price, after you put the respect on yourself, on your head, after, praying your husband, paying the bride price, after you put the respect for your parents and your family, the man paid your bride price. So in return, after some years, you go back to give your family and your parents this grace of what? Not able to keep your legs, not able to stay with only your husband, sharing your private part with other men. Then at the end of it, it will result to you having a kid out of wedlock. Before you know it, it will bring a disgrace to your family. So the respect that you put on yourself and to your family, it will turn to a disgrace. So, beautiful women, why can't you think of this first before, going out there to bring disgrace, not only for yourself, the disgrace of when parents hear that their daughters in their husband houses went out, you know, to have sexual intercourse with other men, is already an abomination enough for even your parents and your family to hear, beautiful people, that the child that they are calling that is for your husband is not even, the kids are not for your husband, it's for another man. Beautiful people, can you imagine? So now, what is really leading these women? I don't understand it. To me, I find it is strange. You understand? If you are married, no one forced you there to go and sit down with one man and be called, Mrs. No one force you. Your parents, I don't even think your parents will that force you that you must bring a husband. If it's the force of you, maybe your parents forcing you to bring a husband, you leave the home for them and start your own life than getting married. Beautiful women, you are married, maybe in the church, you have your wedding ring on. Even when you are going to sleep with another man, you don't even have a conscience. You don't have the fear of God in you. You will open your leg wide for another man to come and climb you, and you said you are married. In fact, let's just continue. For me, I think it is a strange thing, and I think maybe there are things leading to what will make a married woman to go and have kids out of her wedlock. So I wrote one. What do you think? Do you think their husbands are to be blamed, or these women who sleeps with other men why they are married are to be blamed? So what do you think, beautiful people? Do you think their husbands of these women who are married, who go out there to sleep with other men while they are married and having kids for another man, and their husband will be fathering the kids, thinking the kids are for them? Do you think their husbands are to be blamed, or these women sleeping with other men while they are still married, living with their husband in the same house, having other kids, having kids for another man and claiming the kids belongs to her husband. So what do you think? Are these men, their husband have to be blamed, or are the women have to be blamed? So what is really the problem of a woman that is married in her husband home, living with her husband, leaving her husband, opening her leg for another man to get her pregnant? So what is really their problem? So I also wrote number 2. I say a heart of a woman is so deep, and many women hearts are deeper, which I explained already. In the sense of secret, a woman only knows the father of her kids. Yeah. In the sense of secret, a woman only knows the father of her kids. When you are maybe in a relationship, let me say when you are in a relationship, or to me, some of these women who do this thing, they don't just do it because of maybe they just got married, they started it. No, they have been doing this right from girl, when they were girl, when they were lady, into women, So they have been playing these games of, I can sleep with two men at the same time. I can calculate the time I slept with them, the month I slept with them, the hour I slept with them, the days I slept with them. So when I'm pregnant, I can know the father. No, 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 no. Even you are the smartest doctor, you can make a mistake. So when you are dating a guy, you already have a man in your life. I did a video of it. If you have someone you're already sleeping with, beautiful people, once you are sleeping already with one man, please let it be that one man. If the one man is not making you happy that you are sleeping with, just leave him. Even if people are counting hundreds of men along with you, it is better, than people to count men after you, than you want to keep two or three at the same time. And these 3 and 4 men you are keeping, you are not even sleeping with only one of them. You sleep with all of them, thinking you are smart, that when you are pregnant, the one that slept with you first is the father. No, you cannot tell. So that is why it's advisable, from girl, from lady, from woman into getting married, it is advisable, beautiful people, sleep with only one man, that when you are pregnant, you can bold and stand, that even if your husband family say you should come and swear, you can swear that the child you are carrying and the kid you have given birth to, is for their son. But if you sleep with different men at the same time, can you swear? Can you bold to say that these kids really are for him, when you know that really they are not for him? So I also wrote number 3, karma. I wrote karma. I say it can also be karma are after these men. Maybe what they did, what they did to another woman is returning back to them. Yes, sometimes it is karma. He's going after the men. In this life, it's just like me using as an example. I'm a single mother. Since I gave birth to my daughter, I have my Facebook lessons of life. I always put some of my stories there when it is needed, for people to learn a lesson. Not all the glinters are good. Don't just see a man is so handsome, is so cute, and think that everything about him is good. It's not like that. I always give example. So a man that treated me like my daughter father, if I say some things, there are some things I can't say it on the social media, because when I say it, so many people will curse and a curse on him, which I will not love, I will not like. He's the father of my child, though it hurts me a lot, but there are some things that are still hidden. That is why I say a woman's heart is deep. A woman can keep a secret from even her parents for a long time. Even when she shares some things with her parents and say, oh, the parents will say, is that all? She will say yes, but that is not all. But there are still things that my daughter father did to me, which I myself know that even in my dream, we can never be together as man and woman, or boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. It's not possible, because of why? Those things that I keep a secret, that I don't want to let it out, and I don't want people to rain more curses on him. So it can be that karma are after some men, maybe what they did before to other women, and the women curse them. You understand? It's not all women can become like me. I just stop, that's all. No, there are some women. That is why when I see some men, sometimes when me and some men are chatting or talking, I'll be telling them, you have to be careful, man. You have to be careful out there. Don't think that, oh, you see me, I'm calm, I just talk, that is it. Some women, when they talk, that is not the end. They go extreme to do what? To harm that man, or to I don't know, or to make that man's life miserable as the man made their life miserable. Not all women will leave you scot free when you know when you really you really treat them bad. Not all women will leave you scot free. Men, so sometimes karma are also after these men. It can be that it's what they did before to other women. When they get married, this wife of theirs will return and bring those things, those pain, the pain they did, the pain they gave another woman in the past. Their own wife will not bring the pain back to them. So sometimes it is karma. So let's continue. So I also wrote, a woman can keep secret from her husband till they get old, and the man will never know about this secret, and her husband can never find out, no matter how smart he is. That is why I said a woman heart is deeper than we think. Yeah, it's still the same thing I'm talking about. Beautiful people. So there are some women out there that even when you do them things, they are ready. Like if they're in Europe, they are ready to call their family. I don't have father, I don't have mother. But there are some ladies out there, they have mothers which their mother have sworn that no man can treat their daughters badly. So you as a man thinking you are smart, you want to treat women badly, and you will go and fall in those kind of women hands. Can't you see that your life is in risk? So we women, our heart is so deep, we can keep things secretly. We can keep things from man. We can keep secrets from husband till we get old. The husband will not even know. So that is why it is good for a man, when you want to say I do to a woman, before you pick a woman and say you want to engage her, even engagement, you have to know that is a woman that you trust, is a woman that when you go to Japan, you leave her in Nigeria, you will come and meet her private parts the way you left her. You have to know is a woman that you trust, that when you go to America, when you come back to Nigeria, you will come and meet her private parts, still in tight, the way you left her. Not all women can stay with that man for a year. Not all women can stay with that man for 2 years. Not all women can even stay with that man when they travel even for a day. They can't stay. Their bodies already higging them for them to have, sexual intercourse with a man. So all these things, men have to take it. When you are marrying a woman, you don't have to, oh, the woman is so beautiful, I've seen everything. When I take it out, when I take her out, everyone will be asking, where do you find her? No, you have to also, there are some things, that you will have to think that will not bring disgrace to you and to your family, which is a woman being being responsible, a woman who can keep herself. Mostly, let me not talk about we, the single mothers. Let me not talk about women that are not married. Let me talk about a married woman now. So when you are in a relationship with two women, you have to know, out of these two women, men, you have to know the one that that can keep herself. Even if you travel for 5 years, she will keep herself waiting for you. As long as you are calling her, you take care of her and the kids, she will keep herself. You have to know the one that once you just bring your leg out of the house for a day, before daybreak, she can't keep a private part. She will sleep with other men. So you see what I'm trying to say. So sometimes the men use their hands to bring these things to themselves. Sometimes the men use their hand to buy, to themselves what they know that this thing will not be good to them, even now and in future, just because she's beautiful, or the parents are rich, or because of one reason or the other. You go and take a woman that will be sleeping. Can you imagine? This one now, this woman I'm talking about, she slept with that is the in-law, her husband's in-law, that is her own sister husband or cousin husband. That is what they said. She slept with. So a woman that can sleep with her sister husband or cousin husband. So who is she that cannot even sleep? That means she can sleep with her husband's even twin. If her husbands are twins, she can sleep with her husband twin. You, you can imagine. She can sleep with her husband twin. So that is why men, be careful. Don't only look at the beauty of a woman. Look at character. Look at her upbringing. Her upbringing is very important. How she's brought up. Don't just say, oh, I've seen a woman out there. A woman that you cannot live for a day without you are not panicking that she will carry another man. Is that a woman you want to call a future wife? So let's continue. I also wrote, yes, I also wrote characters of individual, the way a woman is brought up, and sometimes they have a flirting spirit that possess them, always wanting them to be disgraced, and they are never satisfied with one man at the same time. Yeah, sometimes it's character of these women, character of individual, the way they are brought up. You know, why I'm saying it, that the way you are brought up is very important. A woman who is brought up from a responsible home, when you go to that home, you will know that this woman is brought up from a responsible home. You understand? You don't need to even ask, even when you ask her their surname, when she make mention of her surname, and you know the surname alone, and you make inquiries, you will see that out of 10 people you will ask, 8 or 9 people will tell you that really this family, their women can stay with their husband when they are married. They don't flirt. So there are also women that you make inquiries from. Then the people you make inquiries will tell you that, don't go there. Oh. Out of 10 people you will ask, 9 or 8 people will tell you don't go there. They cannot stay in husband house. Even when they are married, they flirt with different men. You see what I'm saying? So how you are brought up is also, important concerning this kind of a disgrace a woman is giving to herself. So I also wrote, sometimes they have a flirting spirit that possesses them, always wanting them to be disgraced, and they are never satisfied with one man. Yeah, is it? They have a flirting spirit. There is a flirting spirit, beautiful people. There are sometimes people don't take this flirting spirit, people who flirt, people who sleep with different men at the same time, it is not normal. That is not how God created you. That is not how, sometimes, that is not even how your parents brought you up. But because that flirting spirit have come inside them, sometimes it's a spiritual spirit have possessed them. Sometimes it's a husband, water husband spirit that has possessed them, and this spirit will always want them to be disgraced. Even when they are married, the spirit will want them to be disgraced out of their husband's houses. So, beautiful people, these are some of the few things that I wrote out that I think, that are causing these married women, while they are still married in their husband homes, going out there to have a child, sleeping with another man, and having kid for another man. So what do you think? What do you think are the reasons? Are the men responsible, or are the men to be blamed for a married woman doing such thing, or are the women to be blamed? So I also wrote a little advice. If you are a woman, you can't control yourself when you are with a man. You are never satisfied with one man at the same time. Please, beautiful people, my little advice is, one, you have to speak to God with your own mouth, telling God to save you from the spirit of sleeping with different men. Yeah, there is nothing God cannot do. If you have that spirit, is it a spirit? For me, I don't think it's normal. I don't think maybe, oh, your friends are doing it, that is how you learned it. No, I think there is a spirit possessing them. Either is a married spirit, is a husband spirit who don't want them to be settled, who don't want them to be, who always want disgrace to be following them. That spirit follows them always, in them, making them not to be satisfied with one man. So if you speak to God with your mouth, telling God to save you from all this flirting spirit of which there is nothing it cannot do. It will help you out. So I also wrote too, you have to speak to yourself continuously, declaring you will not sleep with different men at the same time. That this man, one man is okay. Yeah, that is it, beautiful people. If you have you have a flirting spirit, if you have the spirit of making love with one man or 10, 2, 3 men at the same time, is a bad spirit. That is not a normal thing. It's not a normal spirit. It's a flirting bad spirit. So you can also stop all these things even when you are married. Can you see the disgrace? A married woman in a husband house sleeping with her own in-law, and got her pregnant. Can you imagine? It's a bad spirit. So you speaking to yourself, telling this evil spirit to get behind you. You speaking to yourself, telling this, declaring with your mouth continuously that you don't want, you cannot sleep with different men anymore. That one man is okay for you. Continuously, when you continue to say it, you will not be sleeping with, I can't sleep with different men at the same time. One man is okay for me. You will see that at the end of it, gradually, you know, it will be what you said with your mouth, it will come to pass. So I also wrote three. If you find a man you love or loves you, anytime you are together and your phone rings, tell him to always pick the phone and tell the other man, do not do you want to speak with my woman? With this, for the other men to it will help for the other men who are flirting around you to stop calling you. So also when you are in relationship, in friendship, and these things, they start. It's not when you are married, all these things start. This flirting spirit started, right from, maybe you are a girl, you are a lady, you are in a relationship. So when you are in a relationship, you find a man that loves you, and really for you to stop, having sex with different men at the same time. When your phone rings, when you are with a man that loves you and you love the man, when your phone rings, just give him your phone. Tell him to tell anybody, tell the man or anyone, tell the men that, oh, do you want to speak with my woman? Do you want to speak with my wife? You can just say that, to scare this man. You understand? So by the time these men that are flirting around you begin to hear a voice always telling them anytime they call you, oh, do you want to speak with my wife? Do you want to speak with my woman? They will stop calling you. Before you know it, gradually, you will be used to only one man, and you'll be used to sleeping with only one man, not different men at the same time. So I also wrote, gradually, you will see that the flirting spirit has left you, because that spirit already knows you don't have its time. And it can be a water spirit, or it can be a spiritual spirit who wants you to be disgraced, and for you never to be satisfied with one man at the same time. So I also wrote, you are the one to control yourself, you are the one to control your body, not your body to control you. Hope you love this video. Hope you learned something. So to me, I think is a strange thing for a married woman who is still married, not that the husband divorced her, not maybe they went separate ways. A married woman who is still married in her husband home, having sex with another man, and out of it having a kid with another man, which is not for her husband. To me, I find it strange. So, beautiful people, what do you think? Feel free, add your comment. I want to see your opinion. Hope you love this video. Hope you learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe to Susan and Family TV. Please subscribe. Please support this channel. Subscription is free. And please press the notification bell, so anytime we have videos, you will be noticed. See you in our next video by His grace. We love you. Remain blessed. So what do you think? I will be waiting for your opinion. Remain blessed. We love you. See you in our next video by His grace. Bye.